What's going on, gang? It's Brian Maxwell checking in, and this morning what we going over is another automotive phone sales tip. And on this one, this is how to make an effective follow-up call that can help you get your guests back to your dealership to help them make that smart, safe buying decision on whatever vehicle you guys were checking out. Now let's talk about it for a minute. One of the biggest issues, well, actually the biggest issue a sales rep has when they're getting ready to do that follow-up to that customer that they were speaking with that previous day, the biggest issue you have, number one, is that the customer actually had already left. Okay, now, unless prior to them leaving, you did some fact finding to learn more about what's holding them back, why they were leaving, what exactly would they have liked to see. Most salespeople are going to make this follow-up call in the blind. They have zero idea of exactly the real reason why this person left out and didn't make a buying decision, okay? But here's a very common mistake made by a lot of salespeople. They all call and typically say this same thing. Ring, ring. Hey, I speak to John. Hey, John, it's Brian over at ABC Dealership. Yeah, John, we were talking yesterday, and yeah, man, we still got that 2019 here for you. Just wanted to know when you and your family, or you and the missus, or you and your spouse are going to get back in here and take a look at it. We're going to be thinking about it and going to be making some moves soon. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll check back in with y'all here soon and, see what's going on then. And that's pretty much how the phone call goes. Okay. And that is a huge mistake. When you're making that follow-up call, your intention of that call, number one, is to learn. You want to learn what is it that they feel held them back from making any decision. What do they feel they would have liked to have seen? What do they feel would have made them more comfortable making a decision? Okay, so you have to learn, and you do this by asking certain questions. Now, when you make this phone call, it's got to be very intentional, and it also is very structured. Okay, because most salespeople call out to guests with an inwardly focused mission, meaning I'm just calling to sell this person on getting back in here, or sell this person, sell this person, sell this person, as opposed to saying, let me reach out to this person, find out, what I can learn from them. Is there anything that, they would like for me to do for them? And then, at the end of all of that, if it makes sense, let's see what it'll take for us to get them back in here. So you have to realize this is a partnership. This is a team thing. Okay, so if you approach it from a renegade standpoint of it's you against them, you're never going to win, and you're going to always find struggle. So when you reach out to that customer, number one, you want to reach out with this type of method. Ring, ring. Hey, I speak to John. John, this is Brian, man. You and I spent some time together looking at the 2019 ABC. The reason why I'm calling John is because, I just wanted to make sure that if you had any questions, comments, or concerns, that I'm here to answer them for you. Also to find out if there was any additional information that, you may have been looking for. Which one of those can I take care of for you, John? This, that, and the other. John might say, I'd like more information on this. I'd like more information on that. Or John might say, you know what? I don't want any more information on anything. Awesome, John. So let me learn a little bit more about what was going on. John, what do you feel held you back from you all moving forward? Let them tell you. Do you know how mind-blowing it is to a customer that a sales rep will actually ask them, what do you feel held you all back from moving forward? You all, you said you liked everything about it. It had the features that you wanted in the budget. What do you feel held you all back? Okay, then the next question could be, what do you feel would have made you more comfortable or will make you more comfortable in the future? What would you like to see in the future that will make you more comfortable? Okay, these are the types of questions that you want to think about when you're calling your customer. So when you initially call a person, you want to introduce yourself, give them the reasoning for your call, and then let them know, hey, I'm only here to answer any questions or to gather any extra information that you may be looking for. Which one of those can I take care of for you? I'm good on both of those. Awesome. Well, John, do me this solid. Help me understand a little bit. What do you feel held you all back or kept you all from moving forward yesterday? And then what do you feel would have made it a lot more comfortable for you to move forward? Okay? Ask these things. And then once they say, well, if it had this additional feature, or if it had this budget range was a little bit better, or if the initial investment was a little bit different, or whatever it is that they tell you. Now you have the opportunity to put something together where if they actually do give you feedback on what they feel would have made them more comfortable moving forward, or if they gave you feedback on what held them back moving forward, my goodness, your very next question should be, so if I understand you correctly, and I believe that I do, if this vehicle had A, B, C, and D, you would have felt more comfortable moving forward. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Now, and then from that point, so now you got more information, right? So the next thing is, so John, if I could, would you? So this is if I could, would you? So if I could get the vehicle that works best for you and your family, that fits within everything you're looking for, and that does A, B, C, and D just like you like it to, are you willing to come back in here this afternoon at 1 or this evening at 5? Okay? Lock it down, because at that point, if they're giving you the information and share with you exactly what it is that they would have liked to see, I would have made them feel a lot more comfortable. Jot it down, notate it, make sure you put it together, and make sure you have that accessible and available, so that is the motivating factor to help get them back in. You have to realize something. These people aren't coming back in, these folks aren't coming back in just because we're calling them. As a matter of fact, once they realize that it's a person from a dealership calling, they're probably not going to answer that number again, unless you have the skill and you realize the psychology behind it. You have to train your customers that every time they get a call from you, unlike any other person in sales, yours always comes with help. You're always calling to see what you can get for them, do for them, or learn from them. Okay, so every time you call, it's more so about information rather than about selling anything. Even though it's all under the same umbrella, but there's a time and place for everything. And it's not what you do, but how you do it sometimes, okay? And so when you reach out to people, your customer's perception is, whenever he calls, introduces himself or herself, lets me know exactly the reason why they're calling, and then only asks me questions to find out what it is that would have made me feel comfortable. Imagine how that makes a customer feel, okay? So, because the only way you're going to be able to get this customer back into that dealership is by you giving them a good enough reason to come back into that dealership. That's it, okay? And the only reason it's going to be good enough for them is going to be whatever reason they feel is good enough. Okay, so make sure that, when you're going about these calls and you're going to follow up, I know what it feels like to make a follow-up call and hope that you get the voicemail. No longer do that. Remember, introduce, tell them the reason for your call, tell them you're only there to answer any questions or gather any additional information, which one of those work best. And then, ask if they will help you. You just want to learn a little bit more information. Hey, listen, what do they feel would have made them more comfortable moving forward? Or, what do they feel kept them from moving forward when they were in yesterday? Either which way, but it's all about gathering information so you can help the person the right way. Hey, make sure that you check this out, because for the next 48 hours, up until August the 31st, the Ultimate Online Automotive Sales Training Program, the exclusive limited time special offer, is still available, but on August the 31st, it goes away. And let me explain to you exactly what that is, because you may not have been aware of what's going on, so you can take advantage of it. Right now, available to you is this. You get the entire How to Dominate the Dealership 10-step road to the sale training. And when that's road to the sale, that's not just the steps to the sale, but that's the steps, the psychology behind it, meaning what questions you ask, when's the best time to ask them, how to ask them, and when you do it a certain way, what type of response you can expect. It really helps you tailor and structure your process in a way that you become a lot more seasoned, fine-tuned, and effective. There's over 3.5 hours of audio and video sales training to take you through the automotive online sales training portion of this program. You also get the downloadable online sales training manual. So while you're sitting in your cubicle or at your desk with your customer, and if there's a question you might get stumped on, or if there's some additional information you need, luckily for you, you've got it downloaded to your phone. You can pull your phone up, take a look at it. It is right there. Also available is the How to Drive Facebook Leads. Over 3 hours, we'll teach you how to go to your Facebook page and start driving people looking to buy a vehicle from you to your social media page and to your dealership. So over 3 hours of audio and video. The online traffic surge will teach you how to use Snapchat and other online social media outlets to drive more people looking to buy vehicles from you at your dealership. You also receive access to the 100 success tips. These 10 videos, this over 2 hours of video, are the success tips used by some of the most motivated and driven men and women around the world. You can listen to this with yourself, with your spouse, or with your family to make you all perform better and have much more positive attitudes, and you'll just live much more profitable lives. You will also have access to the live weekly coaching calls with myself, Brian Maxwell. You have access to all of this information, but on top of that, you will also have access to instantly download over 40 word tracks. Will help you with the trade is too high. I need to think about it. I want to talk to my spouse. I want to shop around. The price is too high. It's all available to you. All you have to do is click the link in the description, go on over and take advantage, because after August the 31st, it's going up. So right now you can take advantage of it for a fraction of that at only $65. So click the link in the description, go on over and take advantage of the special while it still exists.